Good afternoon, my name is Claudia Brawley, and I own Crossroads Wellness Center in downtown Statesville. I'm located in the city center near the American Renaissance School. At the center, we handle just about everything between myself and a host of other professionals. We can handle practically any wellness issue you have or can dream up. We can do everything from hypnosis to a variety of exercise classes. We have people that come in and do workshops on health. You have supplements. We can even help you with some of your body image issues. I appreciate you letting me share my profession with you today. I'm going to try to stay on notes, so please keep me on time. Well, let's start off with some hard-hitting honesty. How many in here, you don't have to raise your hand, heard that there was going to be a hypnotherapist speaking at Rotary Club and said, oh my gosh, what next? You can just raise your eyebrows, you don't have to raise your hand. That's fine, because I hope by the time at the end of the program, you will have a different impression of what I do and how it can help in everyday aspects of your life. Has anyone in the room ever experienced hypnosis, whether it be stage or, and what did you have, sir?
I just had some experienced hypnosis and training as a counselor.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're going to know a lot of what I'm talking about. Well, I want to start by saying stage hypnosis is completely different from what I do. I am not taking anything away from them. They are very talented individuals, but that is not what I do. And sometimes we're always fighting because that's a concept that everybody knows about. They don't always know about the therapeutic side of hypnosis. In my travels as a therapeutic hypnosis, I get this comment a lot. Can only people with lower IQs be hypnotized? This couldn't be further from the truth. So if you'll indulge me, I want to do a suggestibility test with all of you. If you don't want to participate, that's okay. But if I can get you to stand where you are. I know there's some people going, oh my gosh. Make sure your legs are shoulder width apart. I want you to put your arms out in front of you with your palms up. Now make sure everybody feels steady. Now I want you to close your eyes and I want you to follow these instructions. In your left palm is a set of very heavy research catalogs. I want you to feel the weight of them and how it presses down in your hand. Now attached to your right wrist is a large, colorful bunch of helium balloons. In your left palm, your arm is shaking with the weight of the research catalogs. Your right arm feels like it's floating towards the ceiling. You're beginning to feel like your left palm and arm can't support the heavy stack of books much longer as your right arm continues to float upward with the weightless color of the balloons. Open your eyes. Some of your hands are very different. Some of you aren't. Okay, you can sit down. What I just proved is anyone can be hypnotized. It doesn't necessarily mean they will submit to being hypnotized. The subject of hypnosis is always in charge. I can't take over your mind as long as you can follow the simple instructions. In fact, I had a gentleman come into my office last week. He sits down heavily in a chair, he crosses his arms, he almost pouts like a child. And he says, I'm only here because my wife made me come, she wants me to quit smoking. Well, I had to tell him that I couldn't help him unless he wanted to be helped. He looked quite relieved. I wonder how that went when you got home then. I haven't heard back from him. Okay, something with hypnosis, again, a common phrase, you are getting very sleepy. What if I could reframe that comment and have you look at it as you're getting very healthy? The image of a hypnotist swinging a pocket watch is something so old. There are things that we can use, but we don't do that anymore. We look for comfortable settings, lights turned down, music, most times with a headphone so that we can be the only thing you're listening to. And we talk to you to get you to relax. Who doesn't want to relax? And while you're relaxing, then we're giving a suggestion to help with whatever you've come to me to do, whether it be stop smoking, lose weight, not hurt your husband, not hurt your coworker. You would be surprised some of the things I get. I want to tell you a few stories though. Jean Schaefer, a New York psychologist who has a rare but curable form of leukemia, she hypnotizes herself every day that she has to go get chemotherapy. She didn't always believe in this. In fact, she was quite sarcastic. She had to take hypnosis as part of her classes during her medical studies. She hated the class. She'd be the first to admit it, and she said dirty words the whole time. But as she got sick, a fellow doctor came to her and said, please, let me help you with hypnosis. She was ready to give up and not have any more of the treatments. She said she was very skeptical. She finally let him, and then he gave her a suggestion afterwards to use self-hypnosis. So as she's headed to her chemotherapy, she is telling herself, after deep breaths, I will let this work. I have a say in my health care. So it helps her get through it. Sarah and Rick chose to use hypnosis during childbirth for the birth of their child, Melissa Ann. Hypnosis can relax and distract your mind, allowing for an easier, less traumatic birth. Now, I cannot promise painless childbirth. I can just tell you it's less traumatizing for mom and the baby, and it comes in pretty handy with the new dad also. Smoking cessation is what we hear most for hypnosis on the therapeutic side. It helps clients with their cravings to be calm, and we're giving suggestions that they don't want those cigarettes anymore. Another growing popular service is weight loss. And there are many things we can do in this subject. It's helping you to see yourself as you will be, to eat less food. The newest service in this line is called the virtual gastric lap band. And it is where we hypnotize the client to feel they've been through the procedure. And they see everything from walking into the hospital, a pre-op with their doctor, going through the program, and they are in the operating room hearing sounds like as if they were there, and a post-op. And we are having great success with that. Dental work. This hypnosis has been used there for many years to help with gag reflex, fear before they have procedures done. Phobias. People that are afraid of heights, afraid of flying, afraid of snakes, afraid of spiders. The problem I have is when they come to me for something I'm afraid of. A hypnotic suggestion can be measured in the body. One of the studies showed that they hypnotized clients that they were eating. While they were hooked up to the monitors, they showed 70% of acid in their stomach. Another study at Harvard Medical School showed patients who had 15 minutes of hypnotherapy before they went into surgery not only needed less pain medication afterwards, but they stayed in the surgery less time, with a savings of $331 per patient. With healthcare the way it is right now, any savings is a blessing. 2 studies done in Sweden found that 1 hour of hypnotherapy a week for 12 weeks helped clients with irritable bowel syndrome, and the effects lasted for 7 years without any further hypnotherapy. Scientific findings, they catch the skeptics a little bit by surprise. Hypnosis is a good kid with a bad reputation. Many people are interested, sometimes they're even afraid to ask me, but in the back of their minds, they see Bela Lugosi, and they're afraid of what can happen. I promise you, it is not mind control. I cannot make someone rob a bank, but now if they come to me with that thought already in mind, and I help build their confidence, well, that's a different story. That's out of mind. If I could control minds, I would know my husband's deep, dark secrets, and I don't. Hypnosis is suggestive, it is not inquisitive. But in all arts, there is also another side. And with certain medications used in the right hands, it can bring out information. There's another type of hypnosis called forensic hypnosis, and they use that to help people recall accidents, to get the better facial description of a wanted suspect. But this is somebody that has a lot of training in that line. That is not something that I am very good at. Let me confirm some true statements for you that you've heard about hypnosis. Hypnotherapy does typically start with telling the client to take long, deep, slow breaths and to relax. And some versions have the client on a private beach, in a mountain, wherever they feel comfortable. And then from there, we start to work on whatever they've told us that they would like to change in their lives. There's also a method called aversion therapy, and that is where we literally roast the patient to the point they don't want to do whatever they told us they didn't want to do. This is used mostly if somebody is really fighting something that we have not been able to work on, or for one of my stop smoking clients because his wife was still smoking around him. So we go in and we give awful suggestions. Now, I want to be completely transparent. There are side effects to hypnosis. Quite frequently, I hear from my clients, no matter what they came for, I feel more relaxed. I feel like I just had a massage. I feel lighter emotionally. But number one on the list is I sleep so much better now. I had a client come with his wife the other day, and he introduced her to me, and he says, I go to sleep to you every night. I was like, okay. She was playing a reinforcement CD, and she wasn't using headphones, so he had to listen to me too. So he said it definitely helped him sleep. In an attempt to give back to the community at the center, I donate a pound of food for every pound of weight that is lost by my clients. And I will see breast cancer patients for free. I'll even go to the hospital to see them before surgery if I have the permission of their physician. So if you know a friend or a family member that this might benefit, please contact my office and let me know. In closing, there's just a few facts that I hope have revised your and reinforced your thoughts about therapeutic hypnosis. These might have raised your eyebrows earlier, but I hope that you'll reconsider reforming an opinion that you will bark like a dog at the full moon in your birthday suit. In fact, if you come to see me with that request, it will be an additional cost. Thank you so much.